First.
It is 9 o'clock. Good morning, Kentuckiana. I'm Connie Leonard. Thanks for starting your weekend with us. Well, meteorologist Reed Yaden and photojournalist John Humphreys have been out at the Derby City Q-Off. And Reed, I tell you what, you've got great news in the forecast and you've got delicious food too. So you're a popular guy out there today, I bet, right?
Hey, we are set up for Mother's Day. Do not worry about the clouds we have this morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour here on GMK, the Saturday edition. As you already know, Connie is anchoring this week. Always good to have her along. And we wish Connie and all our moms happy Mother's Day weekend here. We have a good forecast for you. Let us take a look at it right now. In the Mother's Day weekend forecast, few clouds this morning, but the clouds will give way to plenty of sun this afternoon. Mix of sun and clouds can be a little breezy this afternoon. 75 degrees, we'll take that. Tomorrow, for Mother's Day, just perfect. Sunny and warmer, 78 degrees. Now, let's bring the man of the hour over here. It has been about 8 years since we've had a national barbecue competition here in Louisville, and it's back. This is Danny Skaggs.
Yeah, it's back big time, and we hope to be back again next year and the year after that and the year after that. So,
we're here on the 2900 block of 7th Street Road. There's a flea market out here. I didn't know it. They draw 15,000 people a week. And now you've got 21 barbecue teams in here cooking.
Right, we got 21 teams here, and they're all vying for this trophy right here. They want to be the grand champion.
Grand champion of the state of Kentucky.
Exactly.
Now, that means you've got a chance to go on to the big show.
You get to go to the American Royal in Kansas City, which is the World Championship.
That comes up when?
That comes up in September.
And they have 200 teams out there. This is a sanctioned event, sanctioned by the Kansas City Barbecue Society. The judges and so on are all sanctioned judges by Kansas City.
Correct. And Andy Brashear, our governor, made this a state proclamation. Sorry about this.
That's okay.
It's one of my judges.
That's okay. They're all
busy. Yeah, he gave us a state proclamation making us the Kentucky State Championships.
That is great. So, barbecue, you're welcome out here today and tomorrow. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Got some good video of the Aurora Borealis coming up several times this hour. Roll your VCRs. We'll see you in 15 minutes.
All right, Reed, thanks so much. Well, we want to start with some breaking news we've been following after 4 people were shot. 1 person is dead, 3 others injured after an early morning shooting. It happened in the Southland neighborhood. According to LMPD, it started around 5 a.m. in the 200 block of Evangeline Avenue. That's just off of Southside Drive. LMPD says officers were responding to a business called The Hot Spot. They found 1 man dead there, plus another man and woman with gunshot wounds. The pair were taken to the hospital, and LMPD told us a little later another man arrived at the hospital with a gunshot wound and said he was there. Investigators determined he was shot on Evangeline Avenue. Now, at last check, 1 man was listed as critical, another stable, and the woman in serious condition. Anyone with information in this shooting is asked to call the anonymous tip line, that number 574 LMPD. Also, another story we are working on to learn more about an officer-involved shooting that happened last night in PRP. According to LMPD, officers responded to the 4700 block of Crawford Avenue around 11 p.m. Now, this is near the Home Depot and Walmart on Dixie Highway, and we are told when officers arrived at that scene, they found a man holding a knife. They say he came towards the officers with the knife. LMPD says the officers then tried to use non-lethal force at first, but they couldn't stop the man. That's when 3 officers discharged their weapons. The man was hit multiple times, but he was still holding the knife. And according to police, that made it difficult for the officers to render aid. He was taken to the hospital. His condition is unknown. As we learn more information about both of these shootings, we will update you on air and on our website, WHAS11.com. The two men arrested in connection to a deadly shooting back in March are expected in court today in just moments. Yesterday, police arrested 25-year-old Marquise Ward for murder and robbery and 22-year-old Dante Smith for assault and robbery. 21-year-old Theodore Brown was shot inside the Cafe 360 on March 3rd. And according to an arrest report, Ward and Smith got into an argument with another man. Brown tried to intervene in that fight, but police say Ward pulled out his gun and shot Brown in the head. Court documents also say Ward and Smith stole a gun from Brown and the other man before leaving the scene. Police identified the two men because the whole incident was caught on camera. Ward and Smith are set to be arraigned again any moment now. And two people are hospitalized after a teen in a stolen van hit them in the Russell neighborhood. According to police, this happened yesterday at 20th and Madison just before 1 o'clock. We're told the juvenile was driving the stolen van and pulled out of a nearby alley at a high rate of speed. The van jumped the sidewalk and hit the two people who were on it. They were taken to the hospital, and police described their injuries as critical and life-threatening. The juvenile wasn't hurt, but is in custody. Clarksville police arrested two Louisville men for copper theft this week after chasing them across the Ohio River. The pursuit started in Clarksville and ended in the Portland neighborhood. WHAS 11's Ian Hardwick and photojournalist Jessica Farley explain how the case could be connected to more here in Louisville.
Our officers obviously pursued them, and when it got over into Louisville, they did wreck out into a drainage ditch.
Clarksville police arrested two men who ran on foot after crashing their utility truck. Jonathan Collins on the left and Clinton Woosley on the right face criminal charges for stealing copper and resisting law enforcement. Clarksville police were on alert after they received a report last week of copper being stolen from the inside of the old Hobby Lobby off of the Lewis and Clark Parkway. And at least one of the light posts in the parking lot showed signs of tampering. Patrol officers say they noticed the two accused men at the empty shopping center early Thursday morning before a traffic stop led to the 2:30 a.m. chase. In this instance, police estimate $500,000 worth of damage to the business. They suspect the total across Kentuckiana is even greater.
We are working with other law enforcement agencies to kind of connect the dots, but it's a significant enough amount to where we're looking at almost $1 million worth if we combine our case with other cases in the area.
LMPD confirmed the two departments are cooperating on the investigation. In Clarksville, Ian Hardwick, WHAS 11 on your side.
The state of Indiana is suing former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll and former Scott County Sheriff Kenneth Eubanks. The hope to recover public money related to the criminal charges pending against Knoll. His charges include theft, tax evasion, corrupt business practices, and ghost employment. They'll use a report released by the State Board of Accounts that reviewed Knoll's use of jail funds from 2015 to 2022. Indiana has also asked a judge to freeze Knoll's ability to sell any property, including real estate, vehicles, jewelry, and artwork for the time being. The state also requested to freeze Knoll from using any cash, and that includes stocks or bonds and bank accounts, due to the possibility of public funds being tied up in those accounts. Right now, Kenneth Eubanks has not been criminally charged.